Hello everyone, this is your friend Naruto Fix, and we are back with another epic What If Naruto fanfic. Which is, what if Naruto trained to control full Kurama mode from age 10, Part 1. If you love Naruto fanfics, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the journey with me. So, let's start the fanfic. The night was cold in Konoha, and the village slept under a heavy silence. But inside the Hokage office, darkness trembled. Hiruzen Sarutobi stood at the window, pipe in hand, staring at the village he had sworn to protect. Behind him, a group of elite jonin waited, Kakashi, Yamato, and a stern-faced Anbu medic squad. On the table lay a scroll sealed with golden chakra threads. A Kurama chakra stabilization protocol. A remedy created by Minato Namikaze himself. A training plan meant not for an adult, but for a 10-year-old child. Naruto Uzumaki. A dangerous decision. A massive chakra fluctuation shook the building. The jonin rushed toward the hallway, where a small boy sat, hugging his knees, glowing faintly with deep crimson aura. His breath trembled. The floor around him cracked. Naruto's voice came out broken. "I didn't do anything, it just came out." The nine tails roared inside him, its malevolent chakra desperately trying to spill into the world. Kakashi kneeled beside him. "Lord Third, if this keeps happening, he'll lose control one day." And that was the turning point. The moment Konoha decided, Naruto must begin full Kurama training. At age 10. The first night, entering the mindscape. Naruto was taken deep under the Hokage monument, into a sealed chamber created specifically for Jinchuriki chakra trials. The floor was covered with sealing tags. The air vibrated with ancient energy. Yamato stood by to suppress chakra. Anbu stood guard. Hiruzen whispered to Naruto, "Tonight, you will meet the Nine Tails directly, and you will challenge him." Naruto swallowed, trembling. He placed his hand on the scroll. It burst with golden light. In a flash, he was sucked into the mindscape. Inside the prison of the fox. The familiar sewer-like world greeted him, but this time, the atmosphere shook violently. Kurama's gigantic form surged behind the bars. Eyes burning like molten fire, claws scraping the ground hard enough to shatter the world itself. "So, they send the little brat again." Naruto stood firm, even as his knees buckled. "I'm not scared of you." Kurama's laugh thundered across the cage. "You should be." Crimson chakra lashed out like a whip, slamming Naruto backward. He hit the wall so hard his vision blurred. But he got back up. "That all you got, furball?" Kurama's eyes widened for a moment. Then the beast smirked. "Interesting. The first real struggle." Outside, Naruto's body convulsed. The seal burned white hot. Kakashi shouted, "His chakra is overflowing, we must pull him out." Hiruzen raised a hand. "No, let the boy fight. This is his battle." Back inside the mindscape, Kurama lunged. A wave of killing intent crushed the world around Naruto, but he pushed back with his own chakra. Wild, unstable, but burning with his father's fire. "I won't let you control me." Kurama roared. "Control? You can't even survive my chakra." Kurama's tail slammed down, but Naruto formed a crude chakra shield, something no 10-year-old should ever be able to do. His arms shook. His bones screamed, but he held on. This was when the seal glowed, and a faint silhouette appeared behind Naruto. A tall figure with yellow hair. A gentle smile. Minato Namikaze. Naruto didn't see him. Kurama did. And the fox growled. So the fourth's memories still echo in this child. The first breakthrough, golden spark. As the chakra pressure peaked, Naruto's body began glowing gold. Not red. Not unstable, pure golden chakra, the first hint of his future Kurama mode. Kurama's expression shifted. "Impossible." Naruto pushed forward, step by step, eyes blazing with determination beyond his years. "You're strong, but I'm strong too. I won't let you hurt the village. I won't let you control me." Kurama's massive form trembled as Naruto's chakra pushed against the cage bars. A child, forcing back the greatest tailed beast. Hiruzen, watching from the sealing chamber, could feel the chakra shift. That energy, it's not normal. It's harmony beginning. Kakashi whispered. A 10-year-old, beginning to synchronize with Kurama. Quote, A fragile victory. Kurama snarled. This is not over, boy. But Naruto did what no Jinchuriki had ever done at such a young age. He touched the bars. Golden chakra surged through the seal. Not to break it, but to calm it. Kurama stared in disbelief. Naruto's small hand pressed against the metal. I won't be your enemy forever, Kurama. The fox froze, breath caught. No hatred, no fear, just sincerity. Something Kurama had never seen. And for a moment, just a moment, the infinite rage inside him flickered. Naruto collapsed from exhaustion. Kurama whispered softly, we shall see, child. Quote, Naruto's consciousness faded, but the first step toward full Kurama mode was taken. At age 10, Naruto's eyes fluttered open to a dimly lit ceiling carved with sealing kanji. His entire body felt like it had been dipped in fire then frozen solid. Every muscle screamed, but beneath it, something else pulsed. A rhythm, a heartbeat, not his, Kurama's. For the first time, the chakra inside him felt less like a monster clawing at his soul, and more like a giant breathing in the depths. Naruto sat up slowly. Kakashi immediately appeared at his side. You did well, Naruto. Better than any of us expected. Yamato, normally calm and emotionless, looked stunned. That golden chakra, it wasn't a normal flare. It was partial synchronization. Hiruzen entered, leaning on his staff. He looked at Naruto with a seriousness he rarely showed. From this day forward, Naruto, your training will change everything, your life, your destiny, even the future of the village. Quote, Naruto blinked. Training, .. The secret program begins. That evening, Naruto found himself in a hidden forest clearing protected by powerful barrier seals. Yamato stepped forward first. My job is to restrain you when Kurama acts up. But the real training is this. He placed a hand near Naruto's stomach. The seal glowed, and suddenly Kurama's chakra flooded Naruto's system like a tidal wave. Naruto screamed, his body shaking violently. Yamato stabilized him, and the child fell to one knee, panting. Kakashi observed, arms crossed. This is harsh, but Minato designed it for one purpose. Naruto forced out the words. What purpose? Quote, Hiruzen answered, to teach you to withstand Kurama's chakra for long periods, until your body adapts to all 9 tails. Naruto gulped. All 9. But that's impossible, Kakashi finished. For a normal shinobi. But you, Naruto, you are an Uzumaki, and the son of the 4th Hokage. Naruto's eyes widened. He didn't know what to say. Hiruzen stepped closer, voice softer now. Your father believed a Jinchuriki should befriend the beast inside him, not fear him. Those words hit Naruto like lightning. Friend, Kurama, .. The second confrontation. Inside the mindscape. The world trembled again as Naruto appeared before the giant iron bars. Kurama's eyes glowed in the darkness. So, the child returns. Naruto stepped forward, fists clenched. I'm not giving up. Kurama let out a low growl, amused. Then come closer. Naruto swallowed and moved toward the cage. As he approached, the air thickened, every breath felt like he was inhaling pure lava. Kurama's voice slithered into his mind. You felt my chakra earlier. How it tore through your body. How your bones screamed. And yet you still walk toward me. Interesting. Naruto forced a grin. I've had worse. Quote, Kurama's tail slammed against the bars, sending shockwaves that lifted Naruto off the ground and slammed him into the wall. But this time, Naruto got up immediately. Kurama noticed. The fox leaned closer, massive eyes inspecting the bruised boy. You are adapting already. Naruto wiped blood from his lip. And I'm not stopping. .. The first real test, Tail 1. Outside, Yamato tightened his grip as Naruto's chakra began leaking again. Hiruzen shouted, increase the suppression field. Yamato's would release spread, stabilizing the seal, just barely. Inside, Kurama extended one glowing tail toward Naruto. Take it. Naruto froze. You want me to touch that? Kurama smirked. If you can withstand a single tail, then you might be worth training. If not, you will break. Naruto hesitated only a second. Then grabbed the tail. Instantly, a surge of raw, violent power flooded him. His skin cracked. His vision blurred. His scream echoed through the mindscape as crimson energy shot through every nerve. His body was literally burning from the inside out. Kurama watched closely. Break. Naruto's arms trembled violently, but he held on. Break. The pressure increased. The chakra grew heavier. His knees cracked as he fell. But he refused to let go. I won't break. Golden sparks erupted across his body, meeting the red chakra in a clash of opposing forces. Kurama's eyes widened. Golden chakra, again. The seal glowed brighter than before. And Naruto didn't fall unconscious this time. He remained standing, gasping, but alive. Kurama leaned back, impressed despite himself. So the brat endures. Very well, let us see how far you can go. Quote, outside the mind, unbelievable progress. Naruto's body jerked as the training session ended. Yamato stepped back in shock. He handled a full tail, how is that even possible? Kakashi whispered, he shouldn't be able to walk after that. Even full Jonin barely survive exposure to tailed chakra. But Naruto stood, shaking, sweating, but smiling. That wasn't so bad. He collapsed a second later. Kakashi caught him. Hiruzen sighed in amazement. At this pace, Naruto may master Kurama mode years before anyone predicted. But then Kakashi said something darker. At this pace, every enemy village will sense his chakra. They'll come for him before he's ready. Hiruzen nodded grimly. That is why his training must remain a secret. A new life, a new Naruto. From that day, Naruto's daily schedule changed. Morning, chakra endurance. Afternoon, seal reinforcement. Evening, mindscape confrontation. Night, physical recovery exercises. No academy student had ever lived like this. His classmates began noticing. One day, Shikamaru frowned. Naruto, you look taller. Choji blinked. And stronger. Even Sasuke narrowed his eyes at Naruto as they walked to class. Something was changing. Naruto's speed, his reflexes, his chakra presence, and most shocking, he started sensing Kurama's chakra even when not in the mindscape. During a spar, a hostile look from Sasuke sparked a ripple inside Naruto. A whisper hit him harder. Naruto froze. Kurama chuckled within him. So the Uchiha boy irritates you. Interesting. Naruto clenched his fists. Stay out of my head. Kurama laughed. You opened the door, boy. I merely walked through it. Naruto's training was increasing his control, but also weakening the barrier between them. A double-edged sword. The breakthrough, two tails. Weeks passed. And now, Naruto stood in the clearing again, Yamato ready, Kakashi observing, Hiruzen overseeing. Naruto took a deep breath. Kurama, I'm ready. Inside the mindscape, Kurama smirked. Then take two. Two massive tails surged toward Naruto. The force enough to peel the ground apart. Naruto braced himself, and grabbed both. The world exploded in energy. Crimson wind shredded the ground. Golden chakra fought to stabilize his body. Every bone felt like it was collapsing. Outside, Yamato was pushed to his absolute limit as Naruto's chakra flared like a mini Biju bomb. His body can't handle this, pull him out. Kakashi shouted. Hiruzen raised a trembling hand. No, look, Naruto was still conscious. His fists clenched around the tails. His golden aura surrounded him fully this time. Not flickering, but stable. Kurama stared, stunned. This child, Naruto screamed, not in fear, but in effort. I won't die. And I won't let you control me. A blazing shockwave burst from his body. And the two-tailed chakra submitted. It wrapped around him instead of crushing him. Kurama's eyes widened. For the first time, he bends my chakra to his will. Naruto stood tall, glowing, gold and red together, like a newborn sun. Hiruzen whispered, that's it. That's the beginning of full Kurama mode. Kakashi took a step back. At age 10, the world around Naruto felt different now, lighter, clearer, sharper. After enduring Kurama's two-tailed energy, something inside him had changed permanently. His senses sharpened beyond normal human limits. Every distant rustle of leaves, every faint chakra spark from a passerby, every heartbeat within 50 meters, he could feel it all. Naruto staggered forward, still glowing faintly with the afterimage of the golden red aura. Kakashi caught him gently. You did something no Jinchuriki your age, not even older, trained ones, could ever do. Quote, Naruto gave a tired smile. I'll go further. Hiruzen studied him carefully. The boy wasn't bragging. He wasn't reckless. He wasn't hungry for applause. He was simply determined. And this frightened the Hokage more than it reassured him. A child with this much potential could become a savior. Or a catastrophe. The days that follow, a growing presence. The next week felt surreal to the villagers. Every morning when Naruto woke up, Konoha's Anbu could feel an odd pulse ripple through the air, like a sleeping giant turning over. The barrier team kept reporting strange disturbances. His chakra fluctuates like a Bijou's, one Anbu whispered. Not exactly chaotic, just powerful. Naruto had no idea of the whispers around him. He spent every free moment in the secret training ground. Kakashi trained him in chakra control. Running up cliffs without hand signs. Balancing leaves on each finger while controlling Kurama's leaking chakra. Maintaining shadow clones without breaking concentration. Yamato trained him to resist pressure. Sitting still while tailed chakra pressed on his body. Holding poses even as Kurama tried to distract him. Meditation through pain. Hiruzen himself taught him sealing arts, not advanced, but foundational. Chakra flow through seals, recognizing seal patterns, emergency stabilization techniques, but the real battlefield was inside Naruto's own mind. The mindscape, a deeper darkness. Naruto stepped once again into the cavernous space before Kurama's cage. But something changed. It was darker, colder, quieter. Kurama's massive form shifted, revealing only one glowing eye. So, you return again, little Jinchuriki. Naruto clenched his fists. I'm not backing down. Kurama's laugh echoed like thunder. You endured 2 tails. You stand tall. You defy death. Tell me, Naruto, what drives you? Quote, Naruto paused. Until now, he had pushed himself because he wanted strength. But for the first time, he understood something deeper. I want to protect my home, and the people who care about me. Kurama went silent. And I want to protect you too. The fox's eye narrowed sharply. You want to protect me? Naruto nodded. You're trapped. Alone. Everyone hates you. But I won't. If we work together, we can both be free. Quote, for the first time, Kurama didn't mock him. He didn't roar. He didn't snarl. A long silence filled the space. Then, fine, boy, show me your resolve. And 3 massive tails rose. Naruto froze. T3. Kurama smirked. You claim you want to protect me. Then endure my true presence. The tails surged forward. Naruto braced himself. The third tail test, the threshold of transformation. The instant the third tail touched him, Naruto's world shattered. His heartbeat spiked. His skin cracked open like porcelain tearing apart. His bones felt like they were being pulled out of place. He screamed louder than ever before. Outside the mindscape, a massive shockwave burst from his body. The forest ground split. The air rippled violently. Yamato instantly activated his wood release. Hold steady. If we lose control here, the entire forest will collapse. Quote, Kakashi shielded his face as pressure slammed into him. This is more than 3 tails, he muttered. This is the threshold of transformation. The point where a Jinchuriki's form begins warping into a small-tailed beast. A point even adults fear. But Naruto, he didn't collapse. He kept standing, teeth clenched, eyes blazing with determination. Inside, Kurama stared in disbelief. This is impossible. A human child cannot. Naruto roared and took a step forward. While holding all 3 tails, Kurama's eyes widened. Golden chakra burst out again. This time not faint, not flickering, but roaring like a miniature sun. The fox drew back instinctively. Brat, what are you? Naruto's breathing calmed. His golden aura mixed with Kurama's red like molten metal merging with flame. And then, something new happened. A faint outline formed around Naruto. Not fully a cloak, not fully a tail, a glowing golden silhouette with tiny embers of red across the edges. Kakashi gasped. He's forming a miniature chakra avatar. Hiruzen's pipe slipped from his fingers. That's the beginning of a Biju avatar, at only 10 years old. Yamato felt chills. This wasn't just training. This was evolution. Naruto opened his eyes, now glowing with slitted golden pupils. And Kurama, for the first time ever, looked uneasy. You are not normal. Naruto panted, but smiled. I'm Naruto Uzumaki. Kurama let out a long rumbling exhale. And maybe, just maybe, you're worthy. Outside the mind, Naruto collapses. Naruto fell to his knees, the aura fading. Enough, Yamato yelled. That's enough for today. But Naruto raised a shaking hand. No, I can still continue. Kakashi grabbed his shoulder. No, you pushed beyond your limit. Even adults can't touch 3 tails. Naruto tried to protest, but his vision blurred. He collapsed forward into Kakashi's arms. Before losing consciousness, he whispered, "Did I do good?" Kakashi's voice softened. "You did far more than good. You did the impossible." Naruto smiled faintly, then blacked out. The world begins to notice. Over the next few days, as Naruto recovered, strange events happened around the village. Clouds of dust rose at dawn from his training ground. Chakra sensors picked up explosive signatures. Wind patterns shifted from intense bursts. Anbu scouts reported mini tremors. Word spread quietly. The Jinchuriki is changing. The elders whispered, if he continues like this, we may fear him one day. And in the distance, beyond Konoha, 2 hawk-masked shinobi of the hidden cloud felt the ripples. That chakra, it's the 9 tails host. The other nodded. And it's growing rapidly. The Raikage would not ignore this. Nobody would. Naruto's growth had begun drawing the eyes of the world. But the boy knew nothing of it. He only knew one thing. Tomorrow, he would go back into the mindscape. And he would face Kurama again. The next morning, Naruto woke up with a strange sensation spreading through his body. A warm throbbing, like distant thunder pulsing beneath his skin. His breath came out in faint wisps of red gold chakra. It wasn't painful, but it wasn't normal either. Naruto sat up slowly, staring at his trembling hands. So the third tail really changed something inside me. Outside his room, Anbu stood guard silently. 2 masked figures who had been assigned since his latest incident. Whenever Naruto touched Kurama's chakra, waves were released that spread across half the village. Even experienced Jonin sensed it. And the Hokage, though calm, had tightened security around him without saying a word. The training ground, a new presence. When Naruto reached training ground 39, Kakashi and Yamato were already waiting. Kakashi's expression was unreadable, as always. But his chakra was alert, focused, wary. Yamato wore a tight frown. You recovered faster than expected, he said. Naruto grinned. Because I'm ready for more. Quote, Yamato sighed. Of course you are. But Kakashi walked closer, studying Naruto's aura. Naruto, before we continue, I need to confirm something. He extended 2 fingers toward Naruto's forehead, channeling a soft pulse of chakra. The air around Naruto vibrated. Red and gold ripples shimmering like heat waves. Kakashi stepped back sharply. That's not just Kurama's chakra anymore. Naruto blinked. What do you mean? Kakashi frowned deeply. It's fused inside you. Yamato's eyes widened. You don't mean? Yes. Kakashi nodded. Kurama's chakra is no longer something you take in and out. Part of it now behaves like your own chakra network. Quote, Naruto froze. So I'm becoming more like Kurama. Kakashi shook his head. No, not a Biju. Not a Jinchuriki losing control. He studied Naruto very carefully. You're becoming something new. Naruto's heart pounded. Something new. Entering the mindscape, a shift in power. Naruto closed his eyes and focused. In seconds, he was back in the dark cavern before Kurama's massive cage. But the atmosphere was different. Kurama wasn't resting lazily. He wasn't taunting. The fox was wide awake, staring at Naruto with both glowing eyes open. And Naruto felt a shiver run down his spine. Not fear. Recognition. Kurama rumbled. "You're back, brat." Naruto smirked. "Of course I am. I said I'd train every day." Kurama leaned forward slowly, as if examining something invisible around Naruto. "The third tail didn't break you. It didn't devour your sanity. It didn't warp your body." Those giant crimson eyes narrowed. "Instead, you absorbed it." Naruto blinked. "Yeah, I feel kinda different." Quote. Kurama's voice lowered. "If you continue, you will not simply learn to control me. You will learn to match me." Naruto's fists clenched in excitement. "Good. That's exactly what I want." Kurama snarled, not in anger, but warning. "Do not misunderstand. Matching my power means changing your very nature. Humans cannot contain the 9 tails without consequences." Naruto's smile didn't fade. "I'm not trying to be just human. I'm trying to be strong enough to protect everyone." Kurama stared at him for a long moment. Then 3 massive tails rose behind the fox's massive frame. "No tests this time," Kurama growled. "No holding back. Come at me with everything you have." Quote. Naruto's heart thundered. This wasn't survival. This wasn't endurance. This wasn't a test. This was a fight. The first strike, Naruto versus Kurama. Naruto launched forward, chakra exploding outwards. Golden sparks burst across the cavern as he punched the ground, propelling himself upward. Kurama's paw crashed down like a mountain, crushing stone. Naruto leaped onto the paw. Kurama snarled, swinging again. Naruto skidded across the surface and jumped toward the giant's snout, forming a swirling Rasengan. But something unexpected happened. The Rasengan wasn't blue. It was red gold. A tailed beast-infused Rasengan. Naruto gasped. "Wah!" Kurama laughed. "You finally brought out your instincts." Naruto drove the Rasengan into Kurama's snout. And for the first time ever, Kurama flinched. A shockwave tore through the cavern. Light exploded everywhere. Kurama's chakra washed over Naruto like a storm. "You struck me," Kurama whispered. "With my own chakra." Naruto panted, hands shaking from the recoil. Kurama's eyes gleamed with something dangerous. Not anger. Not malice. Respect. The outside world, unprecedented anomaly. Back in reality. The sky above Training Ground 39 turned dark. Thunder rumbled out of a clear sky. Wind spiraled unnaturally. Yamato fell to one knee, sweat dripping down his face. "What is this, chakra?" Kakashi looked up, his Sharingan widening. "This is Kurama's chakra, but shaped like Naruto's." A pillar of red gold energy erupted upward, splitting clouds apart. Villagers gasped as windows rattled. Children cried as the ground hummed. Anbu squads activated emergency protocols. Barrier Corps rushed to reinforce the perimeter. Shikaku Nara stared from the Hokage office balcony. "That kid is rewriting the limits of Jinchuriki." Hiruzen exhaled heavily. "This is either the birth of our greatest protector, or the beginning of a power we cannot control." The mindscape, the 4th tail's shadow. Kurama inhaled deeply. "Naruto, I acknowledge your growth." Naruto froze. Kurama had never said those words before. But now, the next step is beyond anything your body has ever touched. A 4th tail flickered into existence behind Kurama. Not solid, not stable, a phantom tail, a preview of the next level. Kurama's voice dropped to a dangerous vibration. "This one will not test your strength." The cavern shook. "This one will test your soul." Quote. Naruto stared at the flickering tail. A mix of fear, excitement, and determination surged through him. "I'm ready," Kurama roared. "Then show me." The 4th tail surged forward. Naruto screamed, the world dissolving into blinding light. And everything went black. A deep, ringing silence swallowed everything. Naruto felt nothing. No sound, no light, no ground beneath his feet. It was like floating inside an endless void. For a moment, just a moment, he wondered if he had died. But then he heard it. A heartbeat. Not his. Boom, boom, boom. Each pulse was massive and ancient, like the heartbeat of a living mountain. And then, a voice echoed through the darkness. "Do you still want more power, brat?" Kurama. "Except, different." Older, deeper, more primal. Naruto blinked as the darkness split apart, cracking like glass. Waves of blinding red light ruptured across the void. And then he saw it. Not the Kurama behind the cage, but a colossal titanic form of pure chakra, unbound by a seal, filling the entire horizon. The true essence of the Nine Tails. Kurama's real presence. The fox leaned forward, towering over Naruto like a living storm. Before the fourth tail accepts you, you must face your own weakness. Naruto steadied his breathing. He clenched his fists. I'm not afraid. Quote. Kurama chuckled, the sound shaking the entire dimension. Then why is your chakra trembling? Naruto froze. Because the moment he looked inward, he felt it. Something inside him was shaking violently. Not fear of Kurama. Not fear of pain. Something deeper. Fear of losing control. Fear of becoming a monster. Fear of hurting the people he wanted to protect. Kurama's eyes glowed like burning suns. You deny these emotions. Humans always do. But the fourth tail feeds on the truth you try to hide. Naruto ground his teeth. Then I'll face it. Naruto versus his own shadow. The void brightened. And suddenly Naruto was no longer facing Kurama. He was facing himself. But not the normal him. This Naruto was monstrous. Eyes feral. Fangs sharp. Claws dripping with red chakra. Four flickering tails whipping behind him like burning comets. The feral Naruto snarled. You want power, but you can't even control me. The creature lunged. Naruto dodged left, but the clone moved impossibly fast, slashing across his chest. Naruto hit the ground, blood splattering. Damn it. The feral Naruto stood over him, breathing heavily, dripping malice. You pretend you want power to protect others. He grabbed Naruto by the throat and lifted him. But you really want it because you're afraid of being weak again. Quote. Naruto struggled, choking. That's not true. The feral version roared in his face. Then why do you keep reaching for more? Naruto's eyes widened. The claws tightened around his neck. For the first time in a long time, Naruto felt helpless. Kurama's voice echoed from everywhere and nowhere. Face the truth. Admit your fear, or be consumed by the fourth tail. The feral Naruto squeezed harder. Naruto's vision blurred. He saw Iruka, Kakashi, Sakura, Old Man Ichiraku, Hiruzen, the villagers, Jiraiya, Ayami, Hinata, so many faces, his entire reason for fighting. Naruto opened his mouth, choking out. I am afraid. The feral Naruto paused. Naruto continued, tears forming. I'm afraid of losing them. I'm afraid of being worthless. I'm afraid of failing everyone who believes in me. His voice strengthened. And that's why I want power. The void shook. Naruto pushed against the feral clone's grip, chakra flaring from his body like a wildfire. I don't want power to destroy. Golden sparks lit up his skin. I want power to protect. The feral Naruto's eyes widened. And Naruto roared, breaking free of the grip and punching his darker self across the void with a burst of pure golden red chakra. The clone hit the ground, skidding backward. Then dissolved into motes of red light. Kurama's colossal form rumbled with approval. Good, brat. You faced the truth without running from it. The fourth tail, acceptance. The entire dimension lit up. Kurama's true chakra condensed into a swirling vortex. A burning red tail shaped from the purest essence of the Nine Tails. It floated toward Naruto like a living flame. Kurama's voice boomed, shaking everything. This is not a gift. The tail hovered inches from Naruto's chest. This is not a loan. It slowly pressed against him. This is my acknowledgement. The fourth tail merged with Naruto's body. And it felt like a star was detonating inside his chest. Naruto screamed as raw power surged through every vein. His nerves burned. His muscles tightened. His bones trembled. But he didn't break. He held on, even as the power tried to shred him apart from inside. And finally, light burst outward. Naruto collapsed to his knees, panting. Kurama exhaled slowly. You survived. Naruto looked up, breathing heavily. What did I just gain? Kurama smiled. A rare, proud smile. You gained the foundation of my fourth tail. Naruto's eyes widened. But not the tail itself, Kurama added. Naruto faltered. Then what did I just complete? Kurama's voice deepened into something ancient. You completed the true fusion of art chakra. Naruto's heart stopped for a beat. That meant, the next time he called upon Kurama's power, he would not need to fight for control. He would not lose himself. He would not go berserk. The fourth tail's foundation meant he had crossed a threshold no Jinchuriki had ever crossed at his age. Or perhaps ever. Kurama's eyes softened. This is only the beginning. But, you have earned my respect. Naruto felt warmth spread through his chest. Then Kurama turned away. Now wake up, brat. Your power is leaking into the real world. The real world, the sky splits open. Naruto gasped as his eyes snapped open. And he immediately realized something was wrong. Very wrong. Because the training field was surrounded by dozens of Anbu, all in combat stance. Kakashi was shielding his face. Yamato was pushing against a released wave of chakra with all his force. And the sky above was glowing red gold, swirling violently. Naruto whispered, "Did I do this?" Kakashi looked at him, stunned. "Whatever you just achieved, your chakra is rewriting nature around you." Naruto blinked, confused. But inside him, a new power pulsed, stable, calm, but unimaginably huge. Kurama's voice echoed faintly. "Welcome to the next stage, Naruto." The night around training ground Omega had fallen still, but inside that darkness, something massive stirred. Naruto sat cross-legged at the center of the ceiling circle, sweat dripping, hands trembling, breath slow and controlled. His body was glowing faintly gold, the incomplete flicker of Kurama's chakra mode. Around him stood Yamato, Jiraiya, and Kakashi, all of them watching with a mixture of awe and silent fear. They weren't just witnessing a prodigy. They were watching a child forcing himself to master the power of a natural disaster. But Naruto wasn't stopping. Not tonight. Not anymore. The moment everything snapped. As Naruto inhaled, the Nine Tails chakra pulsed violently inside him, like a caged sun trying to explode. Kurama roared inside the mindscape. "Brat, you are pushing too fast." Naruto, gritting his teeth. "Shut up. If I don't push, I'll never reach it. I have to master you, now." The seal glowed, the ground trembling, the air distorting. Yamato braced himself. The intensity was far beyond what a 10-year-old should be touching. But Naruto wasn't an ordinary 10-year-old anymore. He had spent weeks learning to sync his heartbeats, regulate his emotions, synchronize his chakra with Kurama's, even in bursts of rage, guilt, loneliness. And now, he pushed deeper, further, the golden explosion. A shockwave shook the entire training ground. Boom. A sphere of chakra detonated outward, hurling dust hundreds of meters away. Jiraiya slammed his hand into the ground. Barrier, now. A red, cylindrical shield rose around them, protecting the environment from the raw chakra storm. Inside the barrier, Naruto floated a few inches off the ground, eyes glowing golden orange, his hair waving upwards as if underwater. For one moment, just one moment, he didn't look human. He looked like a god being born. Kurama felt the transformation inside the mindscape, his massive eyes narrowing. Kurama. This feeling, impossible, he's synchronizing even deeper, at this age. Quote, Naruto clenched his fists. His voice echoed with dual tones, his own and the Nine Tails. Kurama, let's go higher. Kakashi's horror. Kakashi's exposed eye widened as he watched the chakra density. This isn't just the first stage of QB chakra mode, he whispered. Jiraiya nodded grimly. Yeah, his cloak is stabilizing at levels I've only seen in Minato. Yamato shook in place. His wood release and Hashirama cells were working overtime just to suppress the worst of the chakra overf. Lo, if Naruto lost emotional control now, the hidden leaf would not survive. Inside Naruto's mindscape, the real battle. Naruto found himself standing in front of Kurama's cage again, but this time, the water around them wasn't water. It was chakra. Pure, swirling, boiling golden chakra. Kurama's size seemed smaller. No, not smaller. Naruto was simply perceiving him differently. The boy no longer looked like an ant in the presence of a mountain. He stood tall, confident, burning with determination. Kurama snarled, "You're overstepping, boy. You don't understand the price of this power." Naruto's expression softened, not weak, but sincere. "Maybe not, but I know the pain of being powerless." He walked closer to the bars. "So I'm done running from you." Kurama's pupils narrowed. "You'd risk your life, just to be strong enough to protect people who spat on you." Quote, Naruto didn't hesitate. Yes, for the first time ever. Kurama was silent. The hand of trust. Naruto placed his hand on the cold metal bars. "I don't want to use you, I want to work with you." Quote, for a beast that had seen centuries of greed and hatred, these words were alien, almost offensive. Kurama growled low, "You're an idiot." Naruto smiled. "Then I'm the idiot who will become Hokage." Quote, a single pause, a long exhale from the colossal fox. And then, Kurama stepped forward, pressing his forehead against the bars. "Fine, let's see if your body can even survive the real me." The bars glowed bright, then shattered. Back in reality, the true form emerges. Outside, a blinding surge of chakra erupted skyward. "Kakashi, brace yourselves. Jiraiya, this is full cooperation chakra flow, at age 10. Quote, Yamato, I can barely suppress the side leaks. A golden vortex wrapped around Naruto. The cloak changed shape, sleeker, sharper, more defined. His hair shone brighter, whisker marks thickened, a tail formed, then a second, then a third, but they weren't unstable like usual. Each tail rippled like golden flames, harmonious, controlled. Naruto slowly opened his eyes. They were no longer angry. They were calm, focused, majestic. He had entered full Kurama chakra mode, version 1.5, years before he was supposed to. Kurama's voice echoed from within him. "Don't make me regret this, partner." Naruto smiled. "Let's shake the entire shinobi world." The first test, speed beyond human sight. Jiraiya swallowed. "Alright kid, if you can hear me, try a simple movement test. Don't do anything crazy, just step forward." Quote, Naruto nodded, and stepped. FWOOOOSH. He vanished, completely, not a blur, not a streak, he simply disappeared. Kakashi's Sharingan whipped around desperately trying to track him. Impossible. Quote, Naruto reappeared behind them. "I just stepped," he said innocently. Jiraiya and Kakashi both jumped. Yamato almost fainted. "That wasn't stepping," Kakashi muttered. "That was crossing 300 meters in less than a blink." Quote, Naruto's grin widened. He felt free. For the first time, Kurama wasn't fighting him. They were moving together. The Mist Village spies witnessed the impossible. Far away in the tree line, two hidden mist scouts watched the golden flare lighting up the night sky like a second sun. One gulped. "Oi, tell me you're not seeing this." The other nodded fearfully. "That brat, he's becoming a monster. We must report this to the Mizukage immediately." They turned to leave. A golden flash appeared behind them. "Going somewhere?" Naruto asked, smiling politely. They froze. He wasn't angry. He wasn't threatening. But the way the air hummed, the way his chakra radiated, they realized. They were standing in front of a force of nature. Naruto raised a hand. "I'm sorry, but I can't let you report anything tonight." Before the spies could blink, he knocked them unconscious without killing them. When he returned to the training ground, Jiraiya stared. "You tracked them, at that speed, in this darkness?" Naruto scratched his head. "I guess, yeah." Kurama chuckled inside him. "This is just the beginning, kid." The world's new rising storm. Naruto stood in the center of the clearing, glowing golden in the moonlight. The wind bent around him, the forest silent in awe. Jiraiya crossed his arms. "Congratulations, Naruto. You're now officially the youngest Jinchuriki in history to synchronize with their tailed beast." Quote, Kakashi placed a hand on his shoulder. "You've surpassed even what your father achieved at your age." Yamato smiled weakly. "And I need a break." Naruto looked at his hands, golden, powerful, steady. "This is only the start. I want more." Kurama hummed proudly. "Then let's evolve. Together." And deep inside the forest, the animals fled instinctively. For they could feel it. A new power had awakened. A power the shinobi world was not prepared for. The power of a beast, and the heart of a child. The forest was silent again, though the air still vibrated faintly with residual Kurama chakra. The dust settled slowly, trees gently swayed, and distant birds cautiously returned to their branches. But at the center of the training ground stood something no one could have prepared for. A 10-year-old child who now carried the presence of a cage-level warrior. Naruto slowly lowered his glowing hands, the golden chakra fading into a warm ember around his body. The moment the final shimmer disappeared, he exhaled sharply and collapsed onto one knee. Jiraiya rushed forward. Easy, kid, that amount of control, even for a moment, that's enough to drain most jonin. Quote, but Naruto just grinned, panting hard yet proud. I did it. I really did it. Kakashi knelt beside him, placing 2 fingers on Naruto's wrist to check his pulse. You didn't just do it. You synchronized with Kurama willingly. That changes everything. Naruto let out a tired laugh. It kind of feels like I'm finally not fighting myself anymore. Inside the mindscape, Kurama huffed, pretending not to be pleased. Don't get used to it, brat. I'm still not letting you boss me around. Naruto smirked internally. You say that, but you helped me. TCH. Only because I refuse to be sealed inside a weakling. The aftermath, Naruto's body evolves. Yamato carried Naruto back to the camp area, noticing something strange, no, alarming. His chakra pathways were visibly expanded, glowing faintly beneath his skin. Jiraiya, his chakra network is changing. Quote, Jiraiya crouched down to inspect Naruto's arm. Don't panic, Yamato. This is what happens when a host truly synchronizes with a tailed beast. Their chakra merges in a way that permanently enhances every physical and spiritual channel. Quote, Kakashi lifted Naruto's shirt slightly to see the seal. His lone eye widened. It's evolving. The seal lines were shifting, pulsing in rhythm with Naruto's heartbeat, like living ink arranging itself into a more stable and intricate pattern. Jiraiya nodded. Kurama isn't resisting anymore. This is the seal naturally rewriting itself for partnership mode. Yamato blinked in disbelief. That's something I've only ever seen in the 4th Hokage's notes. Quote, Kakashi whispered, and Naruto's doing it, at age 10. The rumble in the distance. Naruto had just drifted off to sleep when the ground beneath them shook lightly, almost like a tremor. Jiraiya stood instantly. Everyone, stay alert. A rustle came from the tree line. A soft, heavy breathing sound. Naruto's eyes snapped open. Even in his exhausted state, his sensory perception was heightened far beyond any academy student. He sat upright. Something's coming. Kakashi's Sharingan glowed. Multiple chakra signatures. Fast. Very coordinated. Yamato clenched his fist, wood branches sprouting from the ground defensively. Jiraiya cursed under his breath. Of course it would be tonight. That chakra display earlier. Every scouting unit within a mile felt it. Naruto slowly rose to his feet despite the exhaustion. Let me handle it. Quote, Jiraiya immediately positioned himself between Naruto and the forest. Absolutely not. You just tapped into full Kurama flow for the first time. You need rest. Naruto shook his head. I'm fine, and Kurama says I can handle it. Quote, inside, Kurama chuckled darkly. I never said that, but it could be amusing. The arrival of the mist assassins. From the forest shadows, 5 figures emerged, masked, silent, with blades reflecting the moonlight. Kakashi's eye narrowed. Hunter Nin. Jiraiya hissed. They followed the scouts Naruto knocked out earlier. The mist ninja spread out, forming a deadly radius around the group. Their chakra control was precise, killing intent sharp. One stepped forward, voice metallic behind the mask. You Konoha fools. What was that golden explosion? What weapon have you created? Naruto walked toward them, unfazed. I'm the weapon. Kakashi tensed. N.A. But before he could finish, Naruto vanished. Flash. A gust of wind swept past Kakashi's face. The hunter Nin flinched, instincts kicking in, but none reacted fast enough. When Naruto reappeared, he was holding every single one of their masks in his hands. The hunter nin froze, shocked. Naruto tossed the masks into the air casually. Round 2. The mist shinobi realized instantly. This boy was too fast to fight normally. They attacked together, all 5. Silent shunshin. Blades flashing. Killing intent drowning the air. Naruto didn't use Kurama's full cloak. He didn't need it. He simply slid sideways, almost gracefully, and tapped the first attacker on the neck. The shinobi collapsed instantly. Another came with a water whip jutsu. Naruto stepped forward, breaking the jutsu mid-form with a precise chakra pulse to the user's arm. The third tried to stab him from behind. Naruto's hand shot up without looking, catching the kunai between 2 fingers. Too slow. He spun, knocking the attacker unconscious with the blunt end. The final 2 hesitated. Naruto smiled faintly. For shinobi, you hesitate too much. He tapped the ground. Golden sparks shot upward. Both collapsed in seconds. Jiraiya, Kakashi, and Yamato stood frozen, speechless. Naruto dusted his hands. All done. Quote, Kakashi whispered to Jiraiya. He's not just fast. He's reading their movements before they even commit to them. Jiraiya nodded slowly. That's Kurama's reflex instincts merging with Naruto's own natural combat intuition. This kid, he's becoming something completely new. The silent witness, Anbu above. High in the trees, hidden even from Jiraiya, an Anbu operative watched, eyes narrowed behind a cat mask. He whispered into a sealed communication tag. Danzo-sama, the Uzumaki boy has awakened something unprecedented. A pause. A cold voice replied, continue observing, and prepare the retrieval squad. The Anbu vanished. Naruto had no idea. Root was already planning to take him. Return to camp, a new fear grows. Naruto walked back to the team, breathing steadily but tired. Jiraiya placed a firm hand on his shoulder. You were incredible, but next time, don't just run in alone. Quote, Naruto blinked innocently, but they were trying to kill us. Kakashi sighed. He's not wrong. Yamato kneeled beside the fallen mist ninja and checked them. All alive. Minimal damage. Naruto, how did you regulate your strikes so precisely? Quote, Naruto scratched his cheek. I dunno. I just felt where their chakra was weakest. Kurama's voice rumbled. That's because my senses are now merging with yours. Your instincts are sharpening. Your awareness is growing. You're not evolving alone. I'm evolving with you. Naruto smiled. Good, because I want to get much stronger. Jiraiya placed his hand on Naruto's hair, messing it gently. Knew you'd say that, kid. Quote, but inside, Jiraiya was worried. If Naruto kept evolving this fast, Konoha might not be able to control him, or protect him, or survive him. The night before the next transformation. Hours later, Naruto slept beside the campfire, exhausted. But inside his mindscape, Kurama was sitting upright, watching the boy. The water around them was golden now, permanently changed. Kurama muttered, this child is terrifying. He closed his eyes. But if I'm going to be sealed inside someone for the rest of my existence, I suppose he's the only one worthy. Naruto stirred slightly, mumbling in his sleep. Kurama chuckled. Rest, brat. Tomorrow, we begin the next stage. Because what Naruto had unlocked tonight was only the foundation. Naruto hovered above Training Ground Zero, a barren crater carved out by days of relentless chakra put. The ground still trembled beneath him, golden Kurama chakra flickering around his small 10-year-old frame, unstable but unimaginably powerful. Kurama's voice echoed inside his mind, deeper than thunder. You've come farther than any Jinchuriki your age, but this last step will decide whether you live in my power or die beneath it. Naruto's fists tightened. Then let's finish it, together. Final test, full Kurama synchronization. In the inner mindscape, the massive iron cage of the 9 tails dissolved into pure light, revealing Kurama fully, towering, fiery, ancient. The ground cracked under the weight of the fox's unfiltered chakra. Kurama lowered his head. If you want to access full mode, you must accept all of my hatred and all of my past. Every scream, every war, every betrayal, The darkness behind Kurama surged like a tsunami, millions of memories rushing forward, painful, ancient, suffocating. Naruto's breath hitched. His hands shook. His heart raced like a drum in battle. But he stepped forward anyway. If it hurts, then I'll share it with you. That's what friends do. A silence deeper than any void followed. Then, Kurama roared, not in rage, but in pain, as centuries of trauma began flooding into Naruto's mind. Tailed beast wars, shinobi betrayals, the ceiling, loneliness, rage, hatred, fear. Naruto screamed as his mind nearly tore apart. His knees hit the ground. His vision blurred. Golden chakra exploded around him like a supernova, lighting up the mindscape. Kurama braced him with a massive paw. Don't break, brat. Not now. Naruto gasped, tears falling but his grin shining brighter than the chakra. I won't, I'm Naruto Uzumaki. And then, Naruto hugged Kurama's giant snout. The darkness, shattered. The bond complete. A heartbeat. A flash of blinding gold. The mindscape transformed, no more cage, no more chains. Just the open sky above an endless field. Kurama stood before Naruto, towering but at peace, eyes warm instead of violent. You did it, kid. Naruto wiped his tears. Hey, I told you. We're a team now. Quote. Kurama chuckled. Then take my full power, but don't waste it. A torrent of chakra surged into Naruto, controlled, synchronized, perfect. For the first time, their chakra didn't clash. It danced. Real world, full Kurama mode awakens. Outside, Anbu watched from hiding, shielding their eyes as a golden explosion turned the entire training field white. Wind spiraled. Trees bent. The ground shook. Naruto rose slowly from the crater, surrounded by a complete Kurama cloak, not partial, not unstable, fully manifested tails of golden energy whipping behind him. His eyes were pure sage gold. His chakra, calm like sunlight. Even miles away, senses gasped as their readings spiked off the charts. One Anbu whispered, This is stronger than the fourth Hokage. Kurama mode, complete. Naruto opened his palm. A Rasengan formed instantly, twice the size, pure golden chakra swirling with fox energy. So this is our power. Kurama's voice flowed smoothly in his mind. No, kid, this is only the beginning. Naruto laughed loudly, joyfully. Then let's go even further. The golden cloak expanded, shaping into a massive Kurama avatar behind him, glowing like a celestial beast. Even the clouds above shifted from the pressure. But Naruto didn't go wild. He stood calm, focused, steady, because he wasn't fighting Kurama anymore. He was one with him. Hokage residence, the shock. Hiruzen Sarutobi felt the chakra flare and dropped his pipe instantly. Impossible, this level, at age 10. Jiraiya, rushing in, stared from the balcony, jaw-dropping. Kid, what have you become? Kakashi appeared moments later, visibly shaken. Sensei, your son just surpassed you. Hiruzen whispered. The future Hokage just awakened. Naruto's return. Naruto walked back toward the village, golden chakra fading into a warm aura behind him. He looked up at the Hokage monument, determination blazing in his eyes. Hey Kurama, one day, we'll protect this whole village. Together. Kurama grinned inside. HMPH. You better, kid. And as the sun set behind him, the shadow he cast wasn't of a boy, but of a giant fox standing beside him. Thank you.